talk about Spygate, but there's a whole lot more to the Jets and the Ravens. Hey, how are you, folks? Jason Horowitz, alongside NFL.com. It's Pat Kirwan with you, breaking down every single game, every single weekend. You know, Pat, the incident with the Patriots and the Jets and the taping of the defensive calls, that's last week. It doesn't affect how they play on the field this week. So let's put that aside. Let's ignore that for right now.
Fair enough.
Let's talk about the game and the fact that Kellen Clemens is going to start. Chad Pennington, too injured to play. That's the report in the Newark Star-Ledger. What do you expect out of Kellen Clemens?
I think no one knows what to expect out of Kellen Clemens. Here's a guy that threw 41 passes in preseason. A lot of fans got excited about what they saw against someone's backups. Now he's playing the #1 defense in the NFL at home, who's absolutely furious about their loss. So he's going to face the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. And now the next thing he has to realize is that the Raven defense has watched this offensive line give up 5 sacks last week. They're going to bring a lot of pressure, and it's going to be a rough day for Kellen Clemens.
Let's talk about that offensive line, because you and I have talked about the Brickishaw-Ferguson last year and the improvement he made, but here in week 1, he did not look very good.
He did not look like he took that next step. Now, it's early in the season. You've got to give him all the time he needs to get better, but he's going to deal with Terrell Suggs right now. I think Mr. Suggs is looking for a brand-new contract, and he's going to want to take advantage of how he sees DeBrickashaw look on tape. Look for the big bull rush from him. Look for some pressures from safeties off that side. They're going to go after. This is the instinct of Ray Lewis and his teammates. Let's go get that quarterback. That's how they want to play it. They know their secondary is good enough for them to bring extra people.
Yeah, and if you wonder how hurt Ray Lewis is, be sure to stay up to date here with CBSSports.com. On the other side, you got Steve McNair, and he may also watch from the sidelines as well. He's got that groin injury, but Pat, if you look at the last 2 games, it's been terrible. 7 turnovers, 3 in the playoffs, and then 4 in week 1. Can Kyle Bowler lead this offense?
Yeah, I think Kyle Bowler can. Now you've got a guy that has all that experience when he was struggling as a starter, but he's been on the bench. He's young, he's athletic, he's healthy. He'll get better support, in my opinion, from Willis McGahee and the running game. Their problem is they're missing Jonathan Ogden, and I don't know that they can overcome that. They've taken advantage of Jonathan Ogden's talents for years now. What do I mean by that? They don't ever help him. He's been over on the left side blocking, no help from a tight end, no help from a back. They're going to have to look at their protections now and change a lot.
So you don't think that they're going to look at the tape from New England and just start chucking it down the field?
I don't think they will do that. You know, this is a team that wins with defense. Defensive-minded coaches, all they want you to do on offense is keep getting us field position. We'll force them into a mistake. If I was playing against a young quarterback like this, I'd play defense, I'd play close to the vest. They said they were going to come out and throw a lot of deep balls. They did throw a lot more deep balls than usual. They weren't completing them. This is a game they can win with defense and a solid running game and the old Parcells logic of field position. Keep punting. Put them in a deep hole. Make them try to come the length of the field. I don't think they can do it.
Well, that defense is statistically very good, and we're adding a new part to the preview, and it takes a look at those statistics, all mathematical stuff. It's the AccuScore prediction. Computerized element takes everything into account, how good that defense is, how hard that offensive line has struggled, all those type of things. Throws it into a computer, does 10,000 tests, and here's what the AccuScore prediction produced. 82% of the time, the Ravens won the ballgame when they did the test. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think the Ravens at home are very tough, and I love good football teams. You want to talk about dangerous football teams? Like, take a good football team that loses a game they think they should have won, and they're going to come back with a great focus. I get a chance to talk to Bart Scott every week, the most underrated player on that defense. They are furious about how they played. They will play a very aggressive football game. The Jets, it'll be more than the Jets can handle.
Yeah, and AccuScore showed that as well, with the median score for the Jets being about 10.5 points. All right, folks, since 1990, only 12.5% of the teams that have started 0-2 have made the postseason. Don't forget that both these teams were playoff squads last year and expecting to go to the postseason again this year. So neither wants to start 0-2. The 2 kick off on CBS at 4:15 p.m. Eastern. And for more on this one or any other in Week 2, be sure to stay with CBSSports.com. For Pat Kirwan, I'm Jason Horowitz. Take care.